We are so happy you are here. We decided to head north to the shores of Lake Erie and hop a ferry to do a little truck camping on Kelleys Island. We plan on doing some cooking on the Blackstone, exploring the island on our folding bikes, and doing some hiking on the trails. So stick around and join us on this adventure.
Kelleys Island is the second largest island located in Lake Erie with an area of approximately 4.41 square miles. It is considered part of Ohio in the United States of America and has a very laid-back atmosphere compared with neighboring South Bass Island, which is home to Put-in-Bay. Kelleys Island has a wonderful state park with several primitive sites on the water's edge, perfect for truck camping. The island is also home to Inscription Rock, which contains petroglyphs carved by indigenous inhabitants in Glacial Grooves Geological Preserve, which contains the world's largest and most accessible grooves formed during the last ice age.
The most common way to get to the island is by taking the ferry, and the round trip for the two of us and the truck was $88. The wind speeds were about 15 to 20 miles per hour, which made for a pretty choppy ride to the island. Once on dry land, we made our way to the state park to set up camp. Along the way, we passed Inscription Rock. Unfortunately, most of the petroglyphs have eroded away.
Now that's a view we could get used to. We chose Site 91 because it pretty much had an unobstructed view of the lake. Once settled in, it was time to pull out the Blackstone and grill up some bison burgers. As the sun started to set, the Canadian breeze blowing across the lake made it a bit chilly.
Just let it be warmer. With the burgers cooked, we added some homemade potato salad and a green salad with quinoa and fresh tomatoes, and sat down for a camper's feast under the stars. After dinner, it was time to clean the Blackstone, grab our showers, and retire for the night. Lulled to sleep by the sound of the crashing waves, it wasn't long before we were greeted in the morning by the sun making its appearance in the east.
After getting up, we made some room in the tramper by stowing away the double bed and decided to pause for a moment to take in the absolute beauty of Kelleys Island. With our bellies hungry, it was time to make some breakfast.
The menu consisted of eggs, some fresh homemade sourdough bread with cranberry jelly, and some Greek yogurt with blueberries, chia seeds, cocoa nibs, and a banana. And of course, we love our green tea.
After some cleanup, I spotted a heron fishing along the shores. And the wife spotted me spotting the heron. The older we get, the more seriously we are starting to take our health. When home, we generally like to hit the gym 3 or 4 times a week. So when we are out truck camping or overlanding, we try not to neglect our routine too much. So we improvise with some calisthenics and band exercises. We decided it was a good time to quit when this trio started circling. They must have thought we looked dead tired.
By now, it was getting close to lunchtime, so we hopped on our folding bikes and rode towards town. We stopped by Captain's Corner for lunch, and this little guy was relentlessly trying to sample our food.
After lunch, we rode around the island and eventually ended up taking a stroll on the breakwall, where this little guy had the gall to just sit there and stare at the girls swimming.
We reminisced about the time shortly after we were married when we visited this same breakwall, and I decided to ignore the "No climbing on the rocks" sign and slipped and fell and gouged my leg. Thankfully, my knight in a Hanes t-shirt rushed to my rescue and ripped off his shirt and wrapped my leg to stop the bleeding. Unfortunately though, since we were on the island, there was no place to get stitches, so I still have the scar to prove it.
After a failed attempt at a nap, we thought it would be best to head back to camp and start dinner. On the walk back, my wife informed me that I must have sat in seagull poop. They say, never let a tragedy go to waste, so I asked her for assistance in wiping it off.
On the way to camp, we took a quick peek at the old limestone quarry. In a follow-up video, we will take a closer look at the hiking trails and glacier grooves, so be sure to check that out when we post it.
Oh, and I'm afraid to report, they did take your tree.
We visited the general store to see what we could find for dinner, and we settled on items to make pizza rolls.
You gonna try it? Tell me if it's good.
That's good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Big pizza roll. Pretty good. So what do you think of Kelleys Island?
I think that this side is very breezy and cold, but also very beautiful. Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of good places to bike and probably hike. We'll do that tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But yeah, very cool place.
I would definitely recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, this is at least the 4th time we've been here.
It is mid-September, so some of this stuff is closed during the week because it's, I guess, considered off-season, maybe, or fall anyway. So, summer, more stuff would be open.
But it definitely feels like you're somewhere else, like
Yes.
you're not in Ohio.
Right.
There are some cool places in Ohio. We did a video on Hocking Hills. That place was amazing. But this makes you feel like, I don't know, you're on the coast somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where we are here in the state park, you can see land, which I believe is also part of the island, but you can look out and not see land too. There's a big area where you don't see land, and the waves are definitely ocean-like.
Pretty rough.
On
Very
this
noisy
side.
too.
Yeah, my nose is silly.
Usually I'm the cold one. We're gonna keep eating.
And no one needs to see all of that.
See you later. In the next video, we will explore more of the breathtaking sights that Kelleys Island has to offer, including glacier grooves, many of the hiking trails, and the spectacular limestone shores of Lake Erie that make you feel like you are alone on a deserted island. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for joining us on this island adventure. Please consider subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button. It helps us out and allows us to continue sharing our journey with you. Until next time, Godspeed.
Oh,
I didn't know if you knew you were
I
on
thought
video.
I was taking a photo.